Good morning, this is Tanya the Lady Strange. This is the weekly reading for the week of March 5th of 2023. Last week was, as the card said, a challenging week, but it's already been a challenging year. But we're at the beginning of a new week. Now, already I saw in the cards for today, for this week's reading, that it's going to be such a much more of a release and more of a deep breath. So much better energies to look forward to or moving in the right direction. We all certainly earned that. So this YouTube here, as I said last week, is more of a little bit more in depth, in touch with the reading that I do on my tarot page, which is under a Dark Moon Tarot readings, which is my Facebook reading page. You can reach out to me there, DM me, or send me an email, or even on Instagram under my little Miss Girl. I post my weekly reading, but this more in depth of a reading. So yes, and I'm going to try better without the ums. So today, just to get to the point, just want to mention I'm still burning the Love You to Death candle from Witch City Wicks in Salem. I love the smell of it. I love the black aesthetic, of course. Their candles, as I mentioned previously, are probably my most favorite candles in the world. They're a small local shop in Salem. Their aesthetic is amazing. From the cashiers associates I talked to there, they are lovely. I've gotten lovely music suggestions from them. So so I stuck with this candle currently for this week and for my workings. Now this, the yellow one, as you can see, is burnt down a bit, but it is for my solar plexus energies. I feel for a long time that my solar plexus is blocked, closed, or has issues. Of course, all my under or lower chakras, the lower three, need a lot of work. They're highly underactive. But working on those and making progress. This is just a pretty aid in a chakra candle that I bought a few years ago and I burn on occasion, but I think I'm going to be focusing on that this week. Incense this week is one that my sister got me. I believe it came from Walmart. It is bamboo smell. It is very earthy, has a plant-like aroma. So very good, like a breath of fresh air in the morning. It's also highly protective. She uses it for clearing energy and protection. I may also do that, but for now it's got that nice sort of planty smell to it, which I do like. I'm a big fan. I work with a lot of earth energy and herbal energies. And the tea, which I just I have some. If you look at the lovely color of that, that is from the Republic of Tea. It is Blackberry Sage, one of my favorite teas. I decided to put that in my Tastromancy or tea reading cup. Have I taught myself that yet? No. But my ancestors in my family were known to be good at that. Some of the women that came previous to me. So something I will be probably touching on and teaching myself or seeing. I'm certain I should have the gift and the blessing of doing so too. Right now my forte is tarot readings, crystals, working with crystals, crystal readings. I'm starting to teach myself some different methods of casting. So there's so many different forms of divination and so many gifts and blessings. So a wealth of knowledge, a wealth of different forms of divination and intuition. There's so many and so much to soak up and learn. I'm blessed I have the capability to do that, and the desire, want, and need, and the tools and gifts. And of course, try that tea. That tea is amazing. And again, such a lovely color. So let's move on to the reading before I ramble too much. Okay, this week's crystal, as you can see right here, is Labradorite. Labradorite is an amazing crystal. This, along with obsidian for last week, is in my powerhouse of top 5. This one is great. It is considered like a sorcerer's stone. One of them is considered a very spiritual stone. And of course, it has such lovely, the Labradorites I have such lovely reflective energy, colors. I get a lot of them in Sticks and Stones. Here in Waterville, New York, I'm blessed to know such a amazing and have access to such an amazing stone shop and curio shop. So you might want to check that out, Sticks and Stones. John, the proprietor, is awesome to talk to. It's a wealth of knowledge with the actual geological properties of crystals, has amazing Herkimers, and again, I got most of, if not all, my Labradorites from him over the past, 10 plus years. But he's been open much longer than that. So the Labradorite is, again, teaches us and connects with our energies, intuition, and spiritual beliefs, or whatever our anchor is, or even personal beliefs and convictions. You don't have to be highly religious or spiritual, or whatever path you decide to follow. It is a great stone to aid for that. It's great in developing your intuition. It's great in also helping, as Obsidian did from last week, shielding your personal energies. Again, if you're an empath like me, or you're highly sensitive overall to other people, energy, and situations, or even have a problem sometimes with criticism or self-worth, Labradorite is amazing for that. I recommend this stone to anyone. Its energy is highly vibrational without being overwhelming. And also very calming. So yes, there's the stone of the week, Labradorite. Now this week's reading is, as I mentioned a few minutes ago, is way better. So this week's, as you can see from, now the name I got of this deck was a bit wrong last week. So it is the Flowers of the Night Oracle deck. It is a lovely, straightforward deck. It's calm. It's deep, it's intuitive, and it has great advice. And the flowers is a beautiful, it's got a nice little guidebook. So this week's is Sensitivity. This is the Moonology deck. Of course, as I mentioned, this is the original one. Such a amazing deck. You connect with moon energies. The moon, as we all know, affects everything. I don't care whether or not you subscribe to spirituality or religion, or personal energies. Everything is energy. Let's admit that. I don't care if you acknowledge that or not personally, but it is. I do. Everything's energy. That's how I do my readings. That's how I do my crystal readings. That's how I'm an empath. I recognize that. That's how I do my magic. That's how I work with my deity, and my spirits, and one another. That's my gift and my blessing. So it is show the world the real you. So this is, don't be afraid to be yourself. Don't be afraid to be sensitive. Don't be afraid. Show the world yourself, your true self. Last week, I think it kind of took a hit and showed us kind of to shield ourselves a bit more, or cloak ourselves. It's better to kind of take that off now, take that deep breath of relief, and not to be afraid to be judged by others, or to let yourself feel the feelings. It is a great card. It's a great card for self-acceptance, and accepting yourself. Who cares what other people think? It matters what you think. I'm working on that. It's going to be a constant project I work on with my shadow work, which I've been starting. But yes, self-acceptance, just being true to yourself and being yourself. The other people are just have a tendency to want us to be something else that we are not. And that's not good, and it's very detrimental to us mentally, physically, emotionally, and psychologically, spiritually, or on our day-to-day activities. So The more you learn to accept yourself or let things be and don't follow the pack, be a wolf, as they say. Don't be a sheep. There's nothing wrong with being a sheep, but don't be a follower. That's what it kind of means. Be your own self. Lead your own path. Blaze your own way. Now, the Four of Wands in the Crowley Soft deck is a great card. It is a card for celebration, acknowledgement, because you have reached a major milestone in your progress and on projects you have been working on. It's associated with getting recognized in certain ways for your achievements, but most of all, celebrating. It's a good week to spend time with friends and family, or those that you resonate with, you find joy with. A good day to make an hour or two even to spend with someone or have a conversation, or old friends, or people you haven't dealt with, or even spend time with yourself. Spend time with a good book. Take a hot bath or a hot shower extra. Have a cup of tea like I did. Have a nice hot cup of coffee if tea is not your thing. A glass of wine. Hey, wine's always a good thing. Or a nice mixed drink. Take that extra time. Celebrate you. Celebrate what you've done. You're a strong person. We are all strong in our own rights. We have to remind ourselves that. And that's what this week's reading is. It reminds us to be sensitive, open, show our true selves, and of course, to acknowledge our gifts and spend time with those that love and support us and resonate with us. And with that, before this video gets too long, as we're almost about 12 minutes in, I want to thank you for tuning in and watching my channel and giving me a chance of doing this and to help me learn and grow. And with that, I hope this all finds you having a great week. And again, check out my Facebook for tarot card readings. That is under a Dark Moon Tarot Readings. My Instagram is Little Miss Scarol 79. And of course, check this out. And I hope you all have a great day.